My name is David Molian, and I'm the Director of the Business Growth and Development Programme at Cranfield, or BGP as we call it. We've been running BGP for over 20 years, and in that time, well over 1,100 owner-managers have worked with us to grow their sales and profits and to develop themselves as leaders. During that time, we've observed 10 key characteristics that distinguish fast-growth businesses from the rest. The high achievers make these the building blocks of their success. In this series of short videos, we feature each of these in turn, and past participants on BGP describe how focusing on these aspects have impacted on them and their businesses. If you don't know where you're going, the chances are that you'll end up somewhere else. A business that does know where it's going is more likely to perform better than the business that muddles through from day to day. Our research demonstrates that over 2/3 of the fastest growing firms have written business plans in which the owner-manager explains and articulates the future.
Well, actually a lot of it revolves around the planning process, because what we'd done is we'd become horribly unfocused, and we'd started to really, what really happens in that situation is you become spread massively too thin. And whilst our sales were growing like mad, our profits were just going backwards. So we knew we had to refocus. So what we did was, the BGP process provided a real focus in terms of understanding and researching properly a business plan, so that we could create a plan that we all believed in and could all stick around, and we knew that was the best and most important way forward. Now, as part of that, we researched with customers, we looked at competitors, we looked at the marketplace, we looked at all of the potential of our business and decided on the core bits.
So I was very reluctant, was dragged kicking and screaming into the process of doing a business plan. However, I am an evangelical convert now, because the process of actually putting it down delivered a whole, countless extra added value thoughts that we probably would otherwise have not exploited. And I think it was a very powerful process. It also allowed us to bring everybody in the business to contribute to that, which enabled everybody to get behind the plan and sort of share with it, which actually made it much more powerful as a tool when we started to implement.
When we ask successful entrepreneurs about where they focus their marketing efforts, we consistently find the same thing. 88% succeed by selling more of what they currently do to their existing customers or others just like them. They find a niche in which they can excel, and they stick to it. They don't diversify too early into markets or products they don't really understand. That's not to say that they never innovate, or indeed find new customers. It's just that their focus remains on understanding and servicing their core customers.
The sticking to the knitting thing was a big area within the course. For me, it was a bit of a revelation, and I realised that actually what I had been doing as a core was actually very good, and I should just stick to that and do more of it, and obviously refine it and work on it and put my energies into doing more of it for more of the same sort of people. And had I not had that input and that reassurance that that was actually okay, that that was not a weak or boring or unadventurous route, in fact that was the clever route, then I think perhaps we would have been a bit more of a sort of splattergun approach than we have been in the last couple of years. And it's the last couple of years that we've really taken off.
BGP really clarified that in my mind, that don't risk what you've got for foolish enterprises that would be big distractions and may actually take away your ability to carry on with what you are actually good at and works.